Hi guys, welcome or welcome back to my channel. So today we're filming my favorite videos to film. It's TBR prompts, choose my TBR for the month. Let me scoot back. And this month's TBR is for October. I'm so excited. I have most of my fall TBR at the top, some on the middle row as well. And so most of those will probably get picked because it's spooky season in October. So yes, I'm wearing a sweater, but I'm pretending that it's not 90 degrees outside. So yeah, I'm gonna pretend that it will actually be cold and all the fall vibe. I have my little pumpkin blanket here, as you can see. But so this is the most books that I've ever had on my TBR. There's also some on the bottom that you can't really see, but we will still talk about most likely. So I don't even know how many that we have, but we have so many. So that is so fun to choose from. I've been getting so many books lately. But let's go ahead and pick our first prompt. I think we're gonna pick 7 so that I have options, but I really want to stick to the TBR that we pick because I really want to get through my physical TBR, especially the ones that I want to read in fall. So let's see. Also, I didn't put any new prompts in, so I'm not sure what's in here. This prompt is a really hyped up book. Okay, that's a really good one actually. Let's go through and see. Okay, I have so many on my fall TBR I could pick for this, so let me show you guys the options I'm thinking of. First, I'm thinking of Daydream because everybody was so hyped for this book in the series specifically. Honestly, same. I'm so excited to get to this one because I've heard this one is a lot more emotional than the other books, which is what I love in a romance book, and the characters are like their favorites, so that's an option for sure. Next is The Song of Achilles. I have been wanting to read this for years. I finally got it on my physical TBR, so it's definitely time to get to this one soon. I'm so excited. I heard this is a beautiful story. And then The Invisible Life of Addie LaRue. I don't know why it's doing that, but this book is so hyped up. It's like one of the OG books on social media that got popular. So this is definitely on my radar also. I think for this one, I'm gonna go with The Song of Achilles. I don't know why, I just feel like this is like October's like the perfect time to read this book, which like maybe it's not, but for some reason in my brain it is. And for some reason this is giving fall, but this is a story about Achilles. It's super beautiful and it's like a retelling. I don't really know much about it, but I'm excited to read the beautiful writing. Sorry if the lighting changed. I had to close some of my windows because I was starting to sweat. But again, next prompt. That was a really good prompt. A book with less than 400 pages. We love to see that. Let's take a little look. Okay, The Pumpkin Spice Cafe has 353. The Wishing Game is definitely a contender. I think this only has like 200 something. I'm gonna pick between those, and I definitely think I will be reading The Pumpkin Spice Cafe this month. Tell me October is not the perfect month for this. I've heard such great things about this story. I'm pretty sure it's a romance novel. It's like a Gilmore Girls inspired town, and oh my gosh, it just sounds so good and just so much fall. So much fall. I love it. Jeannie's aunt gives her the beloved Pumpkin Spice Cafe in the small town of Dream Harbor. Jeannie jumps at the chance for a fresh start away from her desk job. Logan is a local farmer who avoids Dream Harbor's gossip at all costs, but Jeannie's arrival disrupts Logan's routine and he wants nothing to do with the new girl, except that he finds himself inexplicably drawn to her. Guys, this looks so good. I hope that I love it. I've been seeing great reviews about it too. Okay, hoping I can get a fantasy book next, so let's try and match the prompts to a fantasy book. This is number 3. No, this always gets me. Okay, the worst rated book on your TBR. So I'm gonna have to go through every single book on Goodreads and see, so I will be right back. Believe it or not, the worst rated book was actually The Song of Achilles, but we already picked that book. So the second, oh my gosh, I lost it. Okay, the second one is actually on my fall TBR. There we go. I actually was given this by my sister-in-law when I was in the hospital, and this is Love Letters to a Serial Killer. This book sounds really good actually, so I'm surprised to read it solo, and I'm pretty sure it's also like a Netflix movie or series or something. This has to do with like this girl named Hannah, and she joins like a true crime forum, and she starts writing to this guy named William, who is a lawyer that gets arrested for a murder, and she becomes like obsessed with the case and like totally enthralled in it. It's giving like a Good Girl's Guide to Murder. And then like another person gets murdered while William is in jail, so she like goes deeper into the case. And I guess that it's just like they kind of like fall in love or something whenever he gets out of prison, because they have nothing left to do but release him because someone else got murdered. So they like, I think that they like fall in love or something, but she's like still investigating the case and like he doesn't know. I don't know, sounds interesting, and maybe I explained that wrong, but we will see how I enjoy it. It sounds really good to me, so I don't know. And then I'll definitely want to watch it on Netflix after I read it. Okay, number 4, see what it is. I'm so excited. Okay, the last book you bought. Okay, that's actually really funny because the last book that I bought was The Pumpkin Spice Cafe, so I need to try and remember the last book I bought. Let me take a look. Okay, so I guess the last time that I book shopped, other than when I ordered The Pumpkin Spice Cafe on Amazon, was my big book shopping video that is actually on my page. So I'm gonna pick a random book from that I bought there. I really want a fantasy book, and I did buy a few, but I really do think that I want to get to Daydream this month, so I'm gonna pick a Daydream. This is like a recent release, a pretty recent release. I think it came out last month. And yeah, I love to read recent releases as soon as possible, so I want to get my thoughts on this, and I think it is like a cozier vibe, so I think it'll be good for the fall time. And I'm also really excited to read about those characters, so yeah. Number 5. We only have 3 left. That's crazy. Guys, I don't want this to end. Picking them is so fun. A book with pink on the cover. Okay. This should be easy. I feel like I have a ton. Oh, one is really sticking out right now. But I have 4. Let's go through them. First is Addicted to You. Second is How to End a Love Story. Third is Little Women. And 4th is Throne of the Fallen, the most beautiful book ever. I don't know, I'm torn between Little Women and Throne of the Fallen. You don't understand how badly I want to read Little Women, but you also don't understand how badly I want to read a fantasy book that is supposed to be amazing. This one is super long. I mean, they're both pretty long. I feel like this is kind of long for a classic, but you know what, I honestly think I'm gonna pick Little Women. No, wait, should I? They're both like on my to read for fall, so I don't know. Super difficult. Okay, we already have like 4 like short-ish books. Okay, you know what, we're just gonna send it and go for Little Woman because I need to read a classic like right now. I just feel like Little Woman is such a good classic to start off with too, or to like dip your toes into classic reading. And this edition that I have is literally so beautiful. It's from Barnes, and I want to collect like all of the classics that they have like this. So, but I'm only gonna get new ones once I read the ones that I have. Do you know what I mean? I really don't want to build up a bunch of classics on my TBR if I'm not actually reading them. So I'm gonna do that super duper slowly. So I think I'm gonna put Little Women on my TBR. Hopefully I get to it. Even if I just start it, that is an accomplishment. I'm sorry, Throne of the Fallen. I'm sorry, Throne of the Fallen. I'll pick you up soon. Only 2 more. Oh, only 2 more left, guys. I really want to get a fantasy book next. I accidentally picked 2 prompts. Okay. There's also a fantasy series that I'm hoping to start in October, but I'm not gonna say it unless I actually get it. Wait, you're joking. The one that I picked literally is a free choice. So I think I'm just gonna pick the fantasy book that I want to start the series off with. Guys, don't scream. I know this is so exciting. I'm gonna be starting the Throne of Glass series by Sarah J. Maas. This is absolutely insane. Like, I never thought I would start the series, but here I am this month going to start it. Literally want to read this book next, like going to pick it up as soon as I can. This is the Throne of Glass series. I don't hear any comments about me starting with Assassin's Blade. I have just heard from all of my favorite booktube people that you should start off with this one because it's like a prequel, but it was published 4th in the series. So I don't know, there's like some controversy on which one people think you should read first. I'm gonna read Assassin's Blade first, and I'm so excited. I might do a whole reading vlog for it, honestly, because this is such a loved book and series, and I'm so excited to get into it. I wanted to finish ACOTAR first, and I did a few months ago. So I think it is definitely time to dive into this series. So excited. I can't wait. I think I'm gonna love it. I was so attached to the ACOTAR characters, and everyone just says that this is much better. So I'm so excited. This TBR is looking so good, by the way. I have one left. I don't know what to do. I'm scared. Which book do I even want to pick next? I don't know. Okay. Maybe I'll pick a Kindle book, but maybe not. At least one of these books is on Kindle. Okay. This one's long. A book written by an author you've never read. Okay. I feel like there's a lot of options for that, so I'm excited. I was thinking about picking up Invisible Life of Adelaide, but it's super long, and it just picked up 2 longer books, so probably not. Stephen King, that could be a really good one to pick for this month in October. Or, okay, I think I do want to do a thriller because, you know, thriller, fall, same thing. 2 thrillers that I have on my TBR are The House Across the Lake by Riley Sager, and I guess this isn't really thriller. Is it horror? I personally don't know. Maybe it's both. Who knows? But this is The Night Shift by Stephen King. I'm pretty sure it has 3 different... This is like his first collection of all his stories, and my dad really loved this book when he was my age, and he wanted me to buy it and read it, and then he was gonna reread it again, and he wanted to see my thoughts. So I don't know, maybe if I even just read a few little stories of his in here, that would be really good. So I think we're gonna pick the Stephen King book. I feel like you can't even like say that you're a reader if you haven't read like Stephen King or something, which you can, obviously, like you can, but I feel like he's just such a classic author. Like you just have to read one of his books, and I never have. I've like seen some of his like movies or whatever, but never the books. So super excited for this. Okay, we've picked all of our books, so let's do some rearranging on the cart. Let's quickly run through the books that I picked. So the first book that we decided on was The Song of Achilles. This is by Madeline Miller. Second, we chose The Adorable Pumpkin Spice Cafe by Lori Gilmore. Look at how beautiful this cover is. Third, we picked Love Letters to a Serial Killer. Is Daydream by Hannah Grace. Third book in the Maple Hills series. Fifth, we chose Little Women by Louisa May Alcott. Sixth is The Assassin's Blade by Sarah J. Maas. And last but not least, we picked Stephen King's The Night Shift, a collection of his stories. And that is our lovely October TBR. I'm so excited to read all of these books. These were all very, very high on my radar already, so I think that the month of October will be a great reading month for me. Hopefully I'm not too busy with school and all that, but I'll try my best. I always make time for reading, so I should be able to get to at least a few of them. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more videos. Also, let me know if you've read any of these books or want to, or they're on your TBR, or whatever is on your fall TBR or anything like that. I would love to know. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye!